Alright, good morning everybody. Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. What's going on, my friends? Hello. Whew, okay. So, I'm gearing up. I'm gearing up for the day, guys. And today, January 4th, 2021, is going to go down in history as a very special day. First of all, today we are saying goodbye to my Christmas decorations. Very sad. I really enjoy having holiday decorations up during this time of year. I set these up right after Thanksgiving this year. And sadly now they have to go away. And that's sad. I love having holiday stuff up. And it's disappointing. In fact, I told my wife we're going to leave our holiday decorations up in the house for at least 4 more months. I figure maybe around May we should take down the Christmas decorations in the house. But as for the streams, today is the final streams, or today are the final streams where you will see the holiday decorations. And I'm really sorry about that. I know it sucks to say goodbye to the holiday season. It does. And it's time to move on. We are in a new year. We're already moving forward positively. So, it's time to say goodbye. I'm sorry about that, alright? Now, some people have asked, what will I have behind me now that I'm going to be removing the holiday decorations tomorrow during my day off? The answer is, I don't know. Nothing for now, I guess. I'm really not sure what to put behind me. Just leave it open for now, I guess. As you know, we've talked about this many times this year that, well, this last year, that I want to make improvements to my setup in 2021. Most notably, a new laptop and a new chair. Once I have a new chair, right, then we can see, because I guarantee you no matter what chair I get, it's going to be much higher off the ground than this chair is. So I'll have to adjust my setup. I'll probably have to raise up everything, I'm thinking. Like, raise up the laptop desk, raise up the camera. And once that's done, then I can say, okay, now I can see how it looks and see if I want to find a way to have a constant thing behind me or not. Okay. And then, depending on, what happens this year, if I can maybe improve my setup some more, whether it's a new webcam or, hell, a new PC, which I definitely need at some point soon. This PC's been running nonstop for 6+ years. I can't believe it's still alive. So yeah, once all that happens, then I could look to improve my setup and get a green screen maybe. And just have set that up as a basic green screen so there's no more border behind me. It's just kind of me sitting in front of the game, like a lot of content creators and streamers do. All right. But, all that's a ways off, being honest here. Right now, my focus is just paying the year-end shit, or I guess I should say year-start shit. In January, always a lot of bills come due for me. Extra shit that's really stupid that I'm not going to talk about. It's personal stuff regarding stuff, so I end up having to pay a bunch of extra shit, and no way I can do anything this month, that's for sure. Hoping to see next month how stuff goes. So, that being said, goodbye Christmas, goodbye New Year's, goodbye holiday season. It was a good one this year for sure. It was fun. It was festive. We had a good time together. And I want to say thanks to everyone who hung out with me on the streams every day and had a good time during the holiday season. But it's time to say goodbye and hello to the future, right? Alrighty then. Now, excuse me. Now, in addition to all of that, it's time to say goodbye to Cyberpunk 2077. Now, normally, when I'm playing a game for as long as I've played Cyberpunk, which is roughly 40 hours, okay, I would say, man, this is a bittersweet ending because, it's good to be moving on to new stuff because I've been playing this game for a while, but man, it's sad to see it go. In the case of Cyberpunk, I am not bittersweet in any way. I am super sweet. I am happy to see this fucking stinker of a game go. Seriously, this unfinished, unpolished mess of a game, I cannot wait to stop playing it. And I literally, listen, I took my time with this game. I wanted to give it a chance. I wanted to do it justice. Okay? I wanted to be sure that when I formulate my ideas about the best and worst games of the year, that I have a well educated opinion on Cyberpunk 2077. Considering I've played it 40 hours, absolutely no one can tell me that I am not well equipped or qualified to give opinions on this game. All right? There'll be some people who say, well, you didn't do every single piece of side content. Well, fuck off. Because I don't want to do every piece of side content, because the side content, a lot of the times, sucks ass. Some of it's been good. Don't get me wrong. Some of the side content has been exceptionally good, and some of it's absolutely terrible. And that's really the problem with the game, is that it's too unbalanced, it's too messy, and if you want to get a good experience out of this game, it's too much work. Really, it's too much work. You can't just sit down and play it and be like, wow, that was great. Instead, it's like, all right, well, there's 40 billion fucking missions that are appeared on my map. What the fuck do I do in this jumbled mess of an disorganized, unpolished, glitchy-ass game? And then you got to try to figure it out for yourself. You're basically thrown to the wolves, and one day you could sit here and play the game for 3 to 4 hours and have a great time, and another day you could sit down and be like, that was the most boring, tedious, annoying, glitch-filled mess ever. I really wish I didn't even play it today. And that's been my experience with Cyberpunk. Sometimes I'm having a lot of fun, and sometimes I'm cringing constantly at how bad it is. So that's not good, okay? When you're playing a game, you're supposed to basically just kind of sit back, relax, have some fun. Now, of course, there's some games that's not the case. You know, we're talking Dark Souls level difficult games and shit. That's a whole different situation. But I'm talking in general. A video game is meant to be a game that's supposed to be a diversion from reality. It pulls you away from your stresses, your annoyances of real life, where everything is a jumbled mess, and you're supposed to be able to just sit down and have a good time. A lot of the times you cannot do that with Cyberpunk, and that's a major criticism I have of the game. How is it that sometimes I can have such a great time playing it, and other times I wish I never played at all, right? I mean, perfect example here. I'm in the midst of like 2 side quest lines that cannot progress for no reason. They just won't progress. So I'm going to beat the game today, and maybe after I beat the story of the game, then maybe those side quest lines will in a post-game situation, they'll pop up and be like, oh, now you can do them or whatever. Who even knows? Because that's the problem with the game. Nothing's clear. Nothing's concise and explained. Why can't I do this quest right now? I don't fucking know. You know? So if they did a better job of making the game more straightforward, more explainable, more understandable how you can do the good stuff and the fun stuff in the game, it would have been a way better game. I'll tell you this, I don't remember any problems like this in Witcher 3. In Witcher 3, in general, you just stumble upon side quests and you can just do them. Remember that? Remember just being able to do content like it's there to do and there's no hassle? Like hassle-free gaming. What happened to that? Whatever happened to hassle-free gaming? Why do I have to suffer with stupid shit instead of just being able to sit down and relax and have a good time with the game? That's one of the coolest things about Witcher 3. You could wander the game world, and you would stumble upon so many fun side quests, you wouldn't even get back to the main story for like 12 hours. Like, holy shit. I just got completely lost in this open world with all this fun side questing. You know, where's the main plot? I don't even know. Right? So, that's what I mean. Like, this game is just hassle-fest. It's just so poorly designed. And that's going above and beyond just the fact that the game's full of bugs. I mean, I understand, yeah, the game's unfinished, it's glitchy, it's full of bugs. That's one thing in itself, and of course, a lot of people will just write off all criticism of the game saying, well, it wasn't done, just wait for it to be done. No. This game at its core has issues in the game design, huge flaws in the way that the game was designed and put out there to have nothing to do with it being buggy. It's just not a great game in my opinion. They fucked it up. It could have been great, because when you're playing it and you're having a good time with a good story-based mission or a cool side mission with character development and stuff like that, you can actually see glimpses of what the game could have been if actually it was developed at a high level with a lot of quality control and everything. And it's obvious it wasn't, you know? That's what happens when you're overambitious. Completely overambitious management team who wanted to make a revolutionary game, but they failed on so many levels. And then they sold it before it was even done. So, like I said, normally with a game I spent this much time with, I've been playing it since release day. So I've been playing it almost a full month, right? 40 hours of gameplay. You'd be like, oh, it's bittersweet because it's finally ending. I'm sad to see it go. Fuck no. I am super happy to see this go. I want to play more Yakuza. I want to play more Assassin's Creed. I want to play new games in Immortals Phoenix Rising this week, maybe Maneater next week. Like, I'm ready to move on from this fucking shitfest and play good stuff again. So, thank God it's ending today, okay? Now, here's the deal. Here's how we're handling this. I'm in the midst of a side mission. I already basically completed the meat of it. I just got to go back to the guy who gave it to me and scammed me, and I guess get my money back and beat the shit out of him or whatever. All right, that should be the end of the side quest. Then we're going to go into the main story conclusion, all right? And we're going to see how long it takes. I don't know. Some people are saying that the main story conclusion actually isn't long at all. Like, it takes maybe an hour or two tops. So we're going to do that today, all right? We're going to see how it goes. We're going to see what ending I get. Who knows? I mean, I did a lot of the side missions. I did the full Pan Am side mission, the full River side mission. I tried to do the full Judy side mission quest line, but it won't end. It just won't trigger the end of it. Because again, they made the game so poorly, who fucking knows what triggers the end of it? Who fucking cares? It's stupid. I'm not going to sit around waiting all day with my thumb up my ass. I'm going to beat the game. Okay? So we'll see what, ending I get. And then, from what I'm going to understand, there is post-game. Like, it lets you go wander the city more and do more quests. So if that's the case, then whatever time I have left over on the stream, we'll see what other side missions are available, because there's one side mission, the person never even called me to trigger it. All right? There's the Judy side mission that I definitely would like to do. I want to take over, what is it, Cloud or whatever? It's the club where all the dolls work, and they're treated like shit. They're treated like a commodity instead of like humans. And I'd like to take that shit over, whether it's just fucking everyone up or whatever, but take it over so that they can run it themselves and have it be a reasonable business. All right? And then see what else is left. I don't know what else is going to be left in the game, depending on how much time we have or whatever. Okay? So, we'll see. We'll see what happens today, but this is the final day for Cyberpunk. I don't care if I have unfinished quest lines. I don't care what's left. Oh, you didn't do... Fuck it. The game sucks. The game was made very poorly. If it was more streamlined, if it was understandable, I would have probably enjoyed it a lot more, and I probably would have taken my time with it and did what I felt was meaningful content. It's impossible to even tell that in this game because it's so poorly made. So, we're just going to finish it today, stick a fork in this fucker, and move on to better games. Alright? So that's... And by the way, when I do beat the story, I'm going to give you a rough summary of my overall thoughts on the game in the credits, like I always do, kind of a mini review. And I'm going to talk about the things I liked, the things I didn't like, and I'm going to heavily critique this fucking game. Alright? Alright, and that's the stream. Now, later tonight, okay, later tonight, it's more Assassin's Creed. Now, later tonight, I can only play for 2 hours, can't do an overtime stream. But we're in the midst of a very interesting plot line where basically something has happened, someone has died, and we're being led to believe one thing about it. But I get the feeling there's more to it. It's some kind of a conspiracy, and it's actually not what happened. All right? So we're going to see what actually happened here as we continue to play tonight. I'm very curious to see how this plot line is going to unfold. So I hope you'll join me for that tonight. And then tomorrow I'm off. Tomorrow, Tuesday, is my day off from streaming, where I'm going to be running errands and doing things with my family, relaxing a bit. Actually, tomorrow we're not going to be running around as much as we usually do on our day off. Tomorrow we decided we're just going to do the necessary things we have to do, but we're actually going to stay home for half the day at least and do stuff at home together. So that's going to be good. A good day of more stuff at home and relaxing rather than running around like an asshole. And then on Wednesday when I come back, it's going to be more Yakuza 7, which is very exciting. We're at a great part of the game right now. We're actually in a new city, which I had no idea there would be a new city in the game. And it's a very good part of the game. Great advancement. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I hope you'll join me for that on Wednesday. And then Wednesday night, more Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. Last night was a mixed bag, but mostly positive, even though there was some pretty bad server connections. In general, I also was doing very well. If you actually watched the footage from last night, my kill-death ratio in general was quite good whenever the connections were working. So it all depends on server performance, honestly. But I'm looking forward to more on Wednesday night. Hope you'll join me for that. Then on Thursday, it is time for a new game. The premiere of Immortals Phoenix Rising. A game that came out in early December and sadly, didn't sell so well. You know, I think the game developers were expecting it to do better, but they released it at pretty much the worst possible time they could, on the tail end of the PlayStation 5's release titles, and right before Cyberpunk. So it's like, who the hell was going to pick up this game and play it when you're in the midst of playing like 4 or 5 games still from PS5, and then you're about to play Cyberpunk, right? It was just really bad timing. So I've heard from those who've played the game, they really like it. They're actually saying the game is basically a hidden gem, and it's sad that, you know, most people kind of didn't play it because of the timing that it came out. And I kind of agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think that a game that came out with that timing, it's unfortunate if it's a good game that people didn't play it. So hopefully it'll end up living up to the expectations that people have kind of set on it when they told me that. And we'll see, because we're going to start it this Thursday. Okay, so that'll be the main stream on Thursday. And then Thursday night, it's going to be Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Okay? Then on Friday, more Yakuza 7 and my weekly throwback Street Fighter stream. Last week, the Street Fighter went really well. I ended up playing matches almost nonstop. It was good content, good competition. It was fun. I had a good time with it. So hopefully more of the same this Friday. Okay. Okay. All right, and then continuing on, Saturday we're gonna flip the streams. On Saturday it's gonna be Assassin's Creed on the main stream and Immortals Phoenix Rising on the late stream. All right. Then for the foreseeable future, since I need to finish both Yakuza 7 and Assassin's Creed in order to do my year-end series, which is the best games of the year and the worst games of the year, well, excuse me, most disappointing games of the year countdowns, those are going to be the mainstream focuses. We're going to alternate between Yakuza and Assassin's Creed. And I know some people will be like, oh my god, Assassin's Creed on the early stream, no. Well, all I have to say to that is, tough titties. Number one, I like the game. The more I've played it, the more it's grown on me. And now that I'm 40 hours into it, I actually am liking it more and more. I'm dual wielding. I got such cool combat abilities. And the story is actually getting very good now. I mean, does it suck that it took a while for the story to get to a point where it was very interesting? I guess so. But the story is very interesting. So can't wait to play more. I'm going to be playing it as the mainstream. Number two, if I don't play it as the mainstream, I will literally never finish it. So for all the people who've been asking me, Phil, when is your year-end series? Well, it's when I finish Assassin's Creed and Yakuza 7. So I'm putting Assassin's Creed on the early stream. Oh, no! No. Sorry, that's not how it works. It's like cause and effect. If you want the year-end series, I have to finish Assassin's Creed. The only way I'm going to finish it is if I play it more often and play more of it. So you have to fucking bear with it, you know? And the thing is that people, if they would just have an open fucking mind and come chill with me on the streams, they'd probably like it. The problem is everyone has this weird bias against Assassin's Creed now. I don't know why. All right? I'm not saying that Assassin's Creed Valhalla plays like the classic Assassin's Creed. It doesn't. That's a very, very valid criticism. Same thing with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where people were saying, oh my god, it's nothing like Assassin's Creed, I don't like it. That's fine. And if that's the case, I understand. Like, it was the same thing people were saying about Resident Evil for so long, that Resident Evil 5 and 6, it turned into an action-based shooter and not a horror game. I get that. But that doesn't mean it's not a good game. It just means it's not the game that you're looking for. So, you gotta understand that. I hope that you guys will come and hang out with me as I'm playing Assassin's Creed over the next couple of weeks to finish up the game so I could do the year-end stuff, you see? If I play the game 2 to 3 times a week, 3+ hours, that means within 2 to 3 weeks, I'll beat it. You see, I'm at 40 hours in. People say the game could be up to 90 hours long, but I'm not going to do all the side content. I'm not. I'm going to do some of it, but not all of it. I'm not doing every side mission. I'm not going to seek out every little world event. I don't care about that. You know, I'm just looking for the meaningful stuff. So, likely, I'll beat it within 2 to 3 weeks if I focus on it. If I don't focus on it, I'll never beat it. This game will be going on until fucking June. So, do you want to see the year-end, the best and worst of 2020 in June of 2021? Is that what you want? Probably not. Right? Probably not. So, that's how we're handling it. Sorry if you don't like that, but I still hope that people will come and join me. I think you're going to find that if you do join me for the streams, they're quite fun. And actually, because there's a lot of open world movement and everything. There's a lot of time for interaction and talking and stuff. Unlike other action-based games where it's like, oh my god, I need hyper focus or whatever. You don't really need that in Assassin's Creed, so it's actually kind of fun. I've been really enjoying the Assassin's Creed streams I've done the past few times. So I hope you guys will join me for these coming up. In fact, tonight there's one. Okay? Fair enough? I hope so. Alright. Now, like I also said, when the PS Plus games for this month activate, whenever they may be, the free for PS Plus games, I'm likely going to be checking out Maneater. It's a game that came out last year during the early times of the pandemic, when the pandemic was first striking us and a lot of people were stuck at home. This game came out and there wasn't much else out, so a lot of people bought it and played it and were like, man, it's kind of buggy and short, but it's actually quite fun. It's finally free now. So, yeah, I'm going to probably be checking that out and balancing that on the night streams. Because right now, think of it this way. Since Cyberpunk's ending, alright, the night streams right now are basically just Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed, but Assassin's Creed's going to be a mainstream, so we're going to put in Immortals Phoenix Rising, right? So maybe to add some little bit more variety, we'll do some Maneater, all right? And have that as a kind of variety stream, okay? So there you go. All right. So that's what we're looking at for the next few weeks. And, of course, around the 20th of January, it's the release of Hitman 3. So that'll be good because I'm very excited for that. It's the first big new release of the year, really. And then we go from there. Again, I'm hoping to beat Yakuza 7 and Assassin's Creed, since I'll be focusing on them way more by the end of the month. And therefore, I can do my year-end series and all of that, and we can do fun stuff that we've been waiting for. Okay? Good stuff? Okay. Now, please, ladies and gentlemen, continue to nominate your favorite moments from my 12-plus years as a content creator for the upcoming Retrospective Marathon event that will likely be happening around the end of this month, okay? You can do so either by waiting about 20 minutes or so, and then it'll pop up in the stream chat, a link to do so, or you can type !retrospective into the stream chat to bring up the link immediately. And then you can go post up on my forums. Please do, by all means. Please nominate. The more nominations, the better. Of course, please read the qualifications there so that I don't have to ignore your nominations. They're all listed there publicly. And good luck, because usually I review all of the nominations, and we end up doing quite a lot of them during this marathon event. So the more nominations, the better that event will be, and I'm excited for that, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have an update on the subscriber goals for this month. I have a big update. I did some research and found out that the ginormous sub bomb that I've been referencing, meaning someone came in here and gifted a ton of subscriptions, was on December 6th. Okay? That means those subs will be expiring tomorrow, because that'll be 30 days. Subscriptions only last 30 days. Okay? So with all of those subs expiring tomorrow, that means that when I come back from my day off on Wednesday, we should see the subs plummet, okay? Like, go way down. I'm not talking like 10, 20. I'm talking like 150 or more. It's going to drop all at once, okay? Now, that's fine. That was to be expected. I knew the subs were going to drop. I knew they were artificially inflated, and that's fine. So what we'll do is we're going to wait for that crazy amount of subs to drop. Once that happens, I'm going to set up the subscriber goal for this month. All right? What is the subscriber goal? Well, it's the Return of the Viewer's Choice event, where you guys will be able to nominate and then vote on games to see me do a full playthrough of here on my live streams. Oh, sorry, I had a giant yawn. A giant yawn built up there. Had to get it out of there. So, the cool thing about this is, over the years, when I do these Viewer's Choice style events, you guys have picked such a wide variety of games for me to play, including, oh my god, now I'm burping. What is happening? I'm yawning and exploding with gas. Oh my god, I did not expect that. Excuse me, it's absolutely revolting. Ridiculously disgusting. I'm sorry, guys. Alright. Let's try this again. Over the years, the viewers, that's you, have nominated and voted for so many different variety of games. For example, the Persona series, the Yakuza series, the Danganronpa series, the Spyro series, Crash Bandicoot, Super Mario Sunshine. God, I'm trying to remember. There's so many that they actually get jumbled in my head. So many Viewer's Choice playthroughs have happened. Donkey Kong 64. Oh, that was a great one. I'll never forgive you for that one. That one was a fucking pain in my ass. But anyway, so many games have been played over the years as a result of your feedback. All right, these Viewer's Choice events. I'm very excited to see what the next one will be. However, this time around, I am ruling out RPGs. The reason being, the last 2 games you guys picked were insanely lengthy RPGs. Fire Emblem 3 Houses took me like 4 or 5 months to beat. And now we got Divinity Original Sin 2 that I'm going to start once Yakuza concludes. I just can't keep playing these insanely lengthy RPGs, or I never get to finish them. So, no more RPGs for this event. It'll be anything but RPGs, basically, which is good, because they'll give some variety. Instead of someone else voting for another fucking lengthy RPG, there'll be something different, hopefully. Okay? So we're going to see. I'm curious to see what will be nominated and voted on. But, to make that happen, we're going to have to hit a subscriber goal. And that subscriber goal will be set up once this sub-bomb expires over the next couple of days. So hopefully by Wednesday I'll come back from break, and I almost guarantee you it's going to be like 775 subs. And people are going to be like, oh my god, Phil lost like 300 subs. Yeah, but they were all gifted. They were for the holidays. It makes sense, okay? So then I'll set up a realistic subscriber goal, and we'll try to reach it, okay? And if we reach it, then it'll be the return of the Viewer's Choice event, okay? Very nice. Also, on top of all that, guys, I need your input to try to figure out what I should do for DSP Tries It, okay? DSP Tries It show where I try various products. A lot of the time it's a food item. The DSP Tries It episode will be coming up, and I'll be doing it during the retrospective event marathon that we're going to do, okay? So I need ideas, because some people are saying that they would definitely like to see me do something other than fast food. That I've been doing fast food so many times over the years, they're tired of the fast food. And during the Christmas marathon that I did, I tried out a traditional Christmas item, mince pies, which I never had before, and I thought they were incredibly good. I was shocked how tasty it was. I was like, oh my god, this is like crazy tasty. So, that being said, if you guys have ideas of other kind of products similar to that I could try out, maybe an international delicacy or something that maybe I could try to find at my local World Market store, which has that kind of stuff, I'm open to suggestions. Or if there actually is something interesting in fast food, something new that you'd like to see me try, then I'd be open to that as well, okay? But I definitely need your feedback here and your input. So, think about it and let me know your suggestions, all right? And we'll go from there. People keep saying this Mr. Beast burger. First of all, there's no Mr. Beast burger where I live. I don't even know where he opened these fast food places. He didn't open it here. All right. And number two, if you ever looked at the menu for Mr. Beast burger, it looks pathetic. It looks like basic shit. It doesn't look like anything interesting at all. Like, I'm reading the menu, I'm like, why would I eat there except it's a gimmick that it's a YouTuber who opened this? There's nothing appealing about the menu to me. So anyway, yeah. That's why I'm not doing that. Listen, if there was one here near me, I would do it. If I was just for the sake of DSP Tries It, all right. If there was one near me, I would do it. There's nothing here. Ha. Maybe I don't even know where it is. If it was, oh, there's one in Washington. Yeah, they're saying there's one in Seattle. All right, Seattle is 50 minutes away from me. 50 minutes. So here's what we'll do. I'll go on break during my marathon. I'll drive an hour, get the Mr. Beast burger, drive another hour. So you guys can have a 2.5 hour break, and then I'll come back and we'll do a Mr. Beast burger. How does that sound? Okay, then. I don't think so. So anyway. Oh, really? Hobo X says it's actually delivery only and it's not a physical location. Well, then they're definitely not going to deliver to me. They're not going to deliver an hour away. That's not even possible then, yeah. I would have to be in the radius of delivery. They're not going to drive an hour on the highway to fucking deliver a Beast Burger to me. Sorry, guys. Okay. So anyway, I need some better suggestions than something stupid. All right, so please think of some good stuff and send it my way. And I'm all ears. I'd love to hear your suggestions for the upcoming DSP Tries It. Okay? Very nice. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think I've covered everything at this point. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I am an independent content creator and a full-time live streamer. I do not have any exclusivity contracts with any place to stream and make money doing it. I do not have any sponsorships with any companies to shill for them and make money doing it. All right? I stream full-time and make a living via your crowdfunding. Okay? The fact that you guys like the fact that I am independent. I don't have to pull my punches. I don't have to watch what I say. When I stream, I can be 100% honest with you at all times and give you my honest feelings about what I'm doing, what I'm playing. I don't have to kiss butt, and certainly I don't have to constantly be apologizing for every little thing that I say on a stream because I have sponsors that'll drop me at a moment's notice. Instead, I'm an actual person. That's right, I'm not a paid advertisement. And people like that. That's why I'm still here and I'm still pertinent after over 12 years of being a content creator. Trust me, I know why I'm still here. And it ain't because I'm like everyone else, all right? It's because I'm very different than all those other content creators, okay? So that being said, thank you for 12 years of support. Thank you for allowing me to do what I love. And thank you for the fact that you stick in there through thick and thin. All the ups and downs I've been through and everything, all right? I really appreciate that, okay? So, if you like my streams, if you like my content, if you like the fact that I am an independent and I do things very differently from others, please consider contributing via one of the methods I'm about to describe. But please understand that contributions are not mandatory, nor are they expected on my streams. I am perfectly happy to just stream here and have a good time with you guys. My streams are free. There's no entry fee. There never will be. All right, I'm here to play games and have fun because this is my hobby as well as my job. I was a gamer long before I ever made any content on the internet, and I'll be a gamer till the day that I die. All right, so that being said, if you do like the content and you want to support it, you can either cheer with bits, you can subscribe to my channel, you can gift a subscription to my channel to somebody else who's watching, or you can tip me via PayPal. All right, all those methods are very appreciated. In particular, tipping me via PayPal helps a lot more than anything else because I get those funds immediately. I can put it towards important things like this tomorrow, things like grocery shopping, running errands. This week coming up, Immortals Phoenix Rising, pays for new games, that kind of stuff. And like I said, right now, I'm in the midst of a ton of bills that I have to pay now this month because it's January, year-end shit. Here's all these extra fucking things to pay. Oh, I love that. Every year I have to do it. It's so fucking thrilling. I just can't wait to sit down and start crunching my financials to pay my state taxes this month. It's going to be very exciting, let me tell you guys, okay? So anyway, that being said, tipping me helps me with all that crap, all right? So, please consider contributing, all right? And thank you in advance to those who do contribute. But, if you are considering contributing, a couple of things. Number one, I strongly recommend you close off your direct messages on Twitch. Sadly, there are haters on the internet. They see people who are regulars on my streams, people who contribute to my streams, and they harass the shit out of them just because they can. Just because they could get away with it. All right? The direct message system on on Twitch seems to be abused rampantly. Rampantly. All right? I've seen people really get harassed nastily through this. And you get fooled. Oh, click here. People click here, and now they got your IP address and shit, all right? You don't want that, all right? The way I've set it up, only people who are friends on my friends list can send me a direct message on Twitch. I strongly recommend you do that as well, or just turn them off, because you don't want to get harassed on the internet simply for watching a stream. Pretty stupid, right? But people are stupid, and they'll do it because they're dumb. In addition, if you are going to tip me today, all right, I strongly recommend setting up a verified PayPal account. Why? Because when you set up a verified PayPal account, it protects both you and me from fraud. When you're verified, there's extra protections and things that come into play that don't come into play if you're just, say, anonymously sending a credit card tip and stuff like that, okay? Now, what does that mean? It means that when you make your PayPal account, you put in your real life information, like your mailing address, bank account information, etc., and you link that to it so they can verify you're a real person, not someone trying to commit, say, credit card fraud over the internet. All right? Now, don't worry. If you do that, you will not be doxxed. PayPal will not send out your personal information. Think how insane that would be if they did. They'd be legally liable for millions of dollars in damages if they leaked your personal info. They're not going to do that, all right? But what it does do is it shows me that your account is verified. So if you send me a tip, I know it's legit. I know I can trust you. Because here's the thing. Someone with a verified account, if they try to commit fraud, they get in trouble, all right? So this is protection for me because, sadly, over the last 4 months, I've been the victim of someone sending me a ridiculous amount of fraudulent tips. Every single one of these tips is a felony, a crime. And this person in the last, I'm not even exaggerating, in the last 3 days, sent me over 260 fake tips. In 3 days, they tried to send me over 260 fake tips. Now, thank God, I have put protections into place to stop that. Okay? If I didn't, can you imagine how badly that would have affected my business? Just the amount of transactions to reverse, the amount of fees involved, it would have been a fucking nightmare. This person is a criminal, all right? So, that being said, if you like my content and you want to contribute, please go the extra mile and make that verified PayPal account. It protects you from fraud and it protects me from fraud. It makes everyone more safe all around. And it's much appreciated for those who already, many people have this week, as I've been mentioning this, many people have made the verified PayPal account, and it helps a ton. I know I can count your tips. I don't have to worry about bullshit, okay? So thank you guys for that. Again, you guys go above and beyond to support me. You're the reason I'm still here. I really am appreciative of that. That's why I go out of the way to try to give a shout out to every single contribution that comes in on my streams. Now, understand, sometimes I miss one. Sadly, sometimes we get trollish assholes who will contribute just to try to get a rise out of me or get me to say something stupid or derail the stream, and I'm not going to play that game. You know, I have the ability to weed that shit out. But, in general, I really love reading out all your contributions and giving you shout outs because that's how much I appreciate the fact that you like me so much that I'm still here and able to do this for a living. Okay? Thank you very much. Alright. Theodore streams is bitching like usual. Like bitching, whining, complaining, ripping his hair out, gnashing at the teeth, whine, everything's bad. Theodore streams, if you don't like the streams, you can leave. Okay. Continuing on. Let us now move on to the plugs. Excuse me, not the plugs, to the shout-outs. I don't have really a plug segment anymore. To the shout-outs. In the shout-out segment, I give you shout-outs for your contributions. And I say thank you. So let's do that. Alright, actually, you know what I should do? I should refresh this because... And you know what? I should also refresh the stream chat. Because I just realized the leaderboards are going to update. Today is Monday. And that means that per Twitch's guidelines and standards, they refreshed the leaderboards, the cheering and sub-gifting leaderboards today. So I want to be sure that those are refreshed so I can give a good shout out to those who contributed, you know, early on this week. But also in addition to that, I got to make sure that I catch all the contributions that came in overnight here. Well, it's happening again. Sadly, the leaderboards don't seem to populate when I refresh. I'm going to have to pop out the stream chat again. So please bear with me here while I do this. I don't like to have to waste time doing it, but it looks like I have to. Pop out. Let's see if this works. Should. In general, it does. Let's see. It's loading. Failed to load the module. Oh my god. Really? Come on. Come on. Work, you piece of crap. Oh, come on. Now the leaderboards... Seriously, the leaderboards won't load. Are you kidding me? Well, let me try again. You give me the error. Failed to load module, and then it never showed up. Pfft. Try again. Maybe I need to refresh my whole dashboard. That might be... Maybe if I refresh the dashboard, it'll give me the current leaderboard. Because right now my dashboard's outdated. Nope, it worked this time. Okay, good. It definitely worked this time. Okay. Garbage Gamer TV, I can't do that, but what I could do is give you a nice, refreshing, lean and manual ban if you'd like one. If you're going to keep complaining, I could definitely do that for you. So let me know if you want to make that happen. I'll do it right away. Lickety split. And then you'll have nothing to complain about because you won't be on the stream anymore. Okay. All right, so. Shout outs, my friends. Let's get started. Golden Colts. Whoa, you hear that? You guys hear that shit? Damn. Some crazy stuff going on outside. I hear multiple cop cars, probably an ambulance. Yikes. Okay, anyway. Shout out to Golden Colts, who cheered overnight and said, now that the dust is settled, which is the superior edible container for foodstuffs, tortillas or bread? Oh, man. That's an interesting concept. Bread, you can make various sandwiches. You can make different kinds of bread. Like, you make a bread for a submarine sandwich, you know? And that's very different than, like, sandwich bread, like regular bread. Tortillas are pretty much the same. Like, even though you can have a hard tortilla or a soft tortilla, in general, they hold food a certain way. I like burritos. I do. I like fajitas. But, I mean, oh my God, going to, like, Quiznos and getting a crazy, flavorful sandwich, or Jersey Mike's and getting a fresh, oh, man. How dare you pose these food questions every day. And it's like you're really trying to put these are the tough questions. These are the tough questions. Yeah, I'm a game streamer, yet you always stump me with these food questions. Okay? I'm going to say bread. Because bread is more versatile, and you can have bread. So many different kinds of bread. You can have white bread, wheat bread. You get sourdough, ciabatta bread, brioche bread, right? Sesame bread, like sesame buns, like traditional burger buns, hot dog buns. So like I said, submarine sandwich rolls. There's so many. Texas toast. Oh my God. There's so much kind of bread. There's so much. You know? So, for me, it's got to be bread. It's more versatile. Even though tortillas are quite good, and you can do a lot of things with tortillas, just in general, regular bread's better. Golden Colts cheered again. He said, what's your favorite spice? Mine is ground cumin. I'll say turmeric. Turmeric is my favorite spice. Fantasy Star PG cheers. I noticed you enjoyed the graphics of the PS5 for the last 2 months. That's to be expected, because you missed out on the Xbox One X console, and then you get spoiled on ultra high-end graphics early. As someone who did play on the Xbox One X, I can tell you my experience was watered down, because I moved from a 4K capable console to an even more capable 4K machine in the PS5. Well, there you go. Although, admittedly, the Xbox One X experience was very short-lived. What was it, like a year and a half? And on top of that, I mean, how many games honestly utilized the graphics to the extent that the PS5 is improving upon the games that have released in the last 2 to 3 months, right? Like, not many. I would say maybe a handful of games look amazingly better on Xbox One X, but in general, almost every single game is running better on PS5, right? So, I mean, I understand what you're saying. I mean, then again, there's PC gamers out there, too, who are, like, yawning, and they're like, what's the big deal? You gotta understand, for me, it actually is a giant jump. Going from PS4 to PS5 is a huge leap. Almost every game running at a smooth 60 frames per second, having way more detail and definition, and the loading times being so dramatically shorter is a huge change for me. Very big improvement. Definitely a huger improvement than, say, the PS3 to PS4 era. I mean, PS3 to PS4, the graphics improved, and that was about it. Like, there's no other improvement. There's giant, distinct improvements now. Frame rate, graphical detail, fidelity, and loading times. That's a cool thing. So, Chill Positive Frog cheered. He said, I'm sure I'll get a lot of hate from clowns in chat, but Cyberpunk's story is amazingly good. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Let's make fun of him, because that is ridiculously fake, right? Where's, hold on. He likes Cyberpunk. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're allowed to like whatever you want. If you like Cyberpunk, that's fine. You know, not everyone's tastes are going to be in line, and even though you might like me as a gamer and a content creator, maybe you don't agree with my opinions on Cyberpunk, and that's okay. I want you guys to understand that. You're still welcome here. I'm not one of these bigoted idiots who's like, if you don't agree with me, leave. I've never been like, well, I have been like that in the past, and I changed for the better. I understand that everyone's different, and everyone likes different stuff. Cyberpunk ain't my cup of tea. Even the good parts of Cyberpunk, I don't like that much. So, There you go. Now let's continue with what he was saying. The writing is on par with, if not better than Witcher, where lots of the narrative is weaved into the side missions, and the choices you make in those side missions have an impact on the endings. Anyone who doesn't like the game is just a cringy SJW. Now, see, there's where you took it. That last sentence is your epic fail right there. That was... I pressed the wrong button. I meant to do this. That's what I meant. I always fuck this up. I don't know how I fuck it up so bad. But anyway, that last sentence was your cringe fest because, again, you should be open-minded and understand there's going to be people who are going to legitimately dislike the game, and not just for the sake of jumping on a bandwagon of hate like a lot of people are doing, and not just to say, because the game's so glitchy. There's a lot of people who are going to legitimately not like the game for valid reasons, like me. Now listen, here's the funny part about what you're saying. Read this. A lot of the narrative is weaved into the side missions, and the choices you make in those side missions have an impact on the ending. Okay? So you understand what you just said directly agrees with what I'm criticizing and saying is bad about the game. You don't know what the important side missions are. You don't know what choices affect the ending. And the side missions don't fucking unlock in conjunction with the story. That's the problem with the game. If you're going to have side missions with meaningful choices that are going to directly tie into the ending of the game, you need to tell the gamer. So the gamer knows this is, hey, this is important. Do this mission. Make important choices. This will affect your ending. Right? Or else you might get, imagine someone who played the game was like, I just don't understand any of the side content. I'm just going to go for the ending. And now the ending sucks because they played 30 hours but didn't do any of the side missions that apparently affect the ending. How the fuck would they even know that? The game doesn't tell you. It doesn't make any sense because some of them don't even unlock while you're playing the story. Why the fuck doesn't the side content that affects the story unlock when you're playing the fucking story? See what I mean? It's stupid. It's badly made. Now, I agree with you. I like a game where if you do supplementary content, it could actually add to your experience of the ending. Now, I'm not saying that if you don't do the side content, you should get a shit ending. You still deserve a good ending. But imagine having like a really awesome, robust ending where all the people, all the people who you met along your journey and became your colleagues now have a factor into the ending of the game and actually have like a resolution to the story because of that. That would be sweet, right? That's what definitely sweet, and that's exactly what I would be expecting from a great game. So, does it do that? I don't know. We're going to find out today. I did complete 2 side quest lines, the River quest line and the Pan Am quest line. I almost completed the Judy quest line, but it won't trigger the ending. So I can't do it because it won't fucking trigger. It's been like 2-3 in-game days, and she keeps texting me saying she's not ready yet. So what the fuck do you want me to do? The game is stupid. All right? Now, apparently if you look everything up and spoil yourself, then you can get the best ending. Wow, that's really what I want to do. In order to make sure that my gameplay experience is fun, I just want to completely spoil myself and read everything, right? Fuck that. 2020, well, now it's 2021, games should be better than that. Sorry, it's just the case in fact. If this was 15 years ago, maybe I would argue you need to buy the strategy guide to know everything to do in the game to get the best ending. No, not in 2020, not in 2021. The game should just fucking work. And it doesn't. And that's the problem with the game. Okay. Chill Positive Frog cheered again. He says, while there's some issues with the game's mechanics, it really is CD Projekt Red's fault. You don't want to click the skip time button to advance in-game time or do other stuff to let time progress normally. That's exactly what I've been doing. I have been skipping time to make certain missions trigger, and then I do other filler content to make time pass normally. So I have no idea what you're talking about. It's almost as if you're not watching the playthrough. Siabuka 2020, resubscribed for 19 months, 24 total. Says starting off 2021 with a fancy new crown. Yes, because you have earned the cumulative sub of 2 years. You've unlocked, I believe that would be the, is that the Regal crown? I think you've earned the Regal style crown, right? So congratulations, Sambuca. I appreciate that, the ongoing support, and enjoy your Regal crown here in 2021. Wig Jr. resubscribed for 3 months. Thank you, Wig Jr. for a 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Richard Link did a 50-bit cheer. Actually, I forgot to update the leaderboard with the first cheer of the day. Who was it? It was Phantasy Star PG again with that 50-bit cheer. Let's get him up there. My bad, Phantasy Star PG. So you are the current top cheerer. That might change in a minute here. Okay. Wig Jr. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I skipped his message. Richard Link cheered, and he said, watching the pre-stream gives me a warm feeling in my tum-tum. Well, if you got a warm feeling in your tum-tum, it probably means in a few minutes you're going to have a very warm feeling coming out of your bum-bum. So I recommend that you clear a path to the bathroom. All right? It doesn't sound very good to me. It sounds like you may have some problems very shortly. Okay, then. All right. Let's continue. Wig Jr. gifted a subscription to Naoki B4U. So congratulations to Naoki. And thank you, Wig Jr., for the support. Appreciate that. Romy Rowe did a 90-bit cheer, which would be the top cheer, but there's going to actually be a cheer bigger than that in just a moment, so I'm not going to update the leaderboard. He says, have you ever had Chick-fil-A? To me, it's the best fast food chicken sandwich you can get. Yes, I've had it, I want to say 3 times. Might have been 2, but I think it was 3 times I've eaten Chick-fil-A. I've only eaten the spicy chicken sandwich. That's it. And it's quite good. The spice level is good, where when you eat it, it builds a little bit of increasing heat, but it's not overpowering in your mouth. It has a lot of seasoning. The chicken breast is always huge, like a huge, juicy chicken breast. And the bun is tasty. Like, everything about that is really good. And I really like their waffle fries there, too, that they do sea salt. I like the waffle fries, too. Okay? Now, that was my top chicken sandwich. But then this year, I finally got the Popeyes chicken sandwich. All right? And admittedly, I was shocked. I think the hype, in this case, the hype was pretty warranted. It was fucking good. It was super duper flavorful. And the chicken breast was just as big as Chick-fil-A. I would say probably the spicy chicken at Chick-fil-A and the Popeyes chicken sandwich are tied in my mind for how good they are. Okay? Of course, that was a long time ago. The thing is, this is the problem with the pandemic. You know, like, there's really not a lot of opportunity to eat this kind of food anymore. I don't like. What am I gonna do? I'm out with my wife. Let's get Chick-fil-A, eat in the fucking car, make a fucking mess. I don't like that. You know, I want to go sit down somewhere and eat. You can't because of COVID. So when things get back to normal in 17 years, maybe I'll be able to sit down and try Chick-fil-A again and see if I like it. But you know, I do like Chick-fil-A. I think it's quite good. Benzuko lives at 100-bit cheer, and that is the top cheer of the day now. So let's get that up on the leaderboard. Benzuko lives. Oops, that's not Ben. That is 100 bits. 100-bit cheer. Thank you, Benzuko lives. Eternal Napalm also did a 100-bit cheer. And he says the following. I once watched a documentary on credit card fraud, and I heard from the victims. These are innocent people who have had their lives ruined. Some had Christmases ruined for their children. It caused foreclosure of another family's house. How could someone be so heartless and cruel? Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Now, you might actually say, well, I don't understand how these people get their credit cards stolen. What are they doing? Using their credit cards on illicit websites and stuff? No, these people have found really messed up ways to do this. In fact, I myself have had my credit card number stolen. It was about, I want to say, roughly 10 years ago. It might have been a little bit longer than that, actually. It was when John and I were still traveling to Street Fighter tournaments, okay? And John and I went to a tournament. And I had used my credit card several times during the trip. I know I had used it at the airport to verify my identity so I could get my tickets. I know that I probably used it to buy stuff at various stores and stuff when we were out and about, okay? And then when I got home, I looked at my statement. It was like, what the fuck? There was like $800 charge, $400 charge. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then when you looked at it, they were for a resort in Florida. And I was like, you can see that I was using this card at the other side of the country at the same time that supposedly this card was being used at a resort in Florida. All right? So I called my credit card company, and I talked to them about it, and they said, well, you went traveling, right? I was like, yes. They're like, we probably know what happened. People set up these ID chip scanners. And what it is when you are swiping your card at a business, this business might not even know that it's happened. They'll put this little sensor next to the card reader that will steal your fucking card ID. And now they can clone your card and go use it other places with unbeknownst to you. Okay? Now, this was about 10 years ago. So I can just imagine in 10 years, there's more sophisticated ways that places have found to steal your credit card number, right? There's probably even worse than that now, okay? So I can definitely understand how people can get their credit card number stolen, you know? It definitely behooves you to stay on top of it and look at things like your statements, every single one, and see if there's any charges on there that don't seem to make any sense. Okay? And definitely recommend that. You know, you got to be careful. I guarantee you that's how this person who is buying these stolen credit card numbers off the internet, where do you think they're coming from? These people have these devices out there. They steal your credit card number and then they sell them on a fucking internet black market. It's pretty fucked up, right? Pretty fucked up. Yeah, but I agree with you, Eternal Napalm. That's the thing. People, oh, it's a victimless crime. Those people can just get all that money back. Not always. This could be a situation where people are having their lives ruined. Their finances are destroyed. That was credit they were depending on to pay their mortgage, and now they don't have it. They have to dispute it and get it cleared up, which could take weeks to months. And now they're screwed. They can't pay their bills. And people think this is fine. No, this is a huge crime. That's why I keep telling you guys. The person who's doing this, every single time they're doing it, they're committing a felony. In the past 4 days, over 260 times this has happened. This person would be going to jail, arguably for the rest of their life, except I could definitely see an attorney arguing, oh, it was just repeated cases of the same crime, so, don't make them go to jail forever. This person could go to jail for a long time if they're ever caught. Okay? Pretty messed up. It's not a joke. And there's one thing when you say, oh, I'm trolling the streamer. You're right. You're messing with my business. It is hurting me. Absolutely. It adds extra time, frustration, and I lose money on it. Okay? But it hurts those people more. The people who actually, their credit cards are stolen. That's who it really hurts. Right? Pretty fucked up. All right. Chill Positive Frog Cheers. I hate to be the guy arguing with you. It sounds like you want it both ways. You don't want to spoil yourself to know how your choices impact the ending, but you do want the game to tell you how your choices impact the ending. No, I just want to know what is the meaningful missions I need to do. Instead of having every side mission crammed into one menu, which it is. Remember when I started the game and there was like 47 side missions listed in one menu? Instead, it should be, okay, main story, side story / companion quests that actually impact the ending of the game. Then it should be sorted out, okay, optional side mission structures that are interesting but don't impact the ending of the game, and then gigs, which are just completely worthless missions just meant to either get you money or resources if you want to upgrade yourself. It should be easily sorted out, and it's not. It's a jumbled mess. It would take literally a couple hours of effort to do that, to actually sort the missions and put them in a menu structure, but they didn't do it. Just like I said, there's quality of life things missing from Cyberpunk that would make the game so much better, and it's baffling they're not in there. When you're selecting your mission, why isn't there a map on the side of the screen to show you where it is on the map? So they say, okay, here I am. I wonder what missions are near me. So open up your mission listing. Click on this mission. Oh, there's the waypoint where it is. Click on this mission. There's the waypoint. There it is. Instead, you have to go to the mission screen, click on a mission, tab over 3 times, zoom all the way out on the map, try to find the waypoint. Oh, it's too far away. Go 2 tabs back to the right, go back to the menu, scroll again, click on a new mission, go 2 tabs over, zoom out again. You see my problem? It's quality of life shit. Quality of life stuff that they did not bother with. And that's sad. Just sad. Sad. Okay. Eternal Napalm Cheers says, can we get a zoom in manual? No. A zoom in no? Yes. Wait. That was a yes, not a no. Damn it. Anyway. Snorlax Cheers says, when COVID was first ramping up at the beginning and death tolls were going through the roof, did it force you and Kat to sit down and seriously discuss worst case scenarios, wills, and similar stuff as a frontline worker? What we did discuss was how to keep her healthy. That's what we did discuss. It's like, okay, if, since you're going to be on the front lines every day, you got to have sanitizer constantly. You got to wash your hands constantly. You got to do that. No, we didn't sit down and go through everything like wills and shit. The thing is, we luckily we're not young spry chickens, but at the same time, we're not in a situation where we're not high risk. If we were to get this, likely we get sick, but we're not going to die from it. We'll probably just get sick and then have to recover, you see? My parents, holy fuck, they are the high-risk group. And yes, they have wills and everything drawn out and everything already. So. Chimera Dog chooses, you want the game to just hold your hand and tell you what to do to get the best ending. No. I want the game to tell me what's meaningful content so I know what to spend my time on instead of what not to waste my time on. You understand? I'm asking for the game not to waste my fucking time. Because I paid $60. I want to enjoy it, not waste my time. Is that so hard to ask? Really? No, it's not so hard to ask. It's not. They should fucking put it in the game. Anyway, let us do some shout-outs for the top cheers of the week, which just reset this morning. Okay, this just reset this morning, so not a lot of people. But thank you to those who cheered so far this morning. We got Chimera Dog, Snorlax, Richard Link, and Fantasy Star, who all did a 50-bit cheer. Romy Rowe is there at 4th place with a 90-bit cheer. Benzuko Lives is in 3rd place with 100 bits. Eternal Napalm, 150 bits in 2nd. And Golden Colts is in 1st with 220 bits. Thank you for that. Okay. And shit. Misclicked. Shit. Misclicked. Wig Jr. gifted that sub this morning. Thank you, Wig Jr. for the sub. I appreciate that. Shit. Misclicked. Thank you for that, Wig Jr. for the gifted sub so far. So far, you're the only person who gifted a sub this week, but the week is young. Silly and Fun Positive Man did a 100-bit cheer asking if I'm going to take Call of Duty out of my rotation because I don't seem to like it that much. The thing is, when the servers work, I actually really like the game. You know? But the servers don't work all the time. That's the problem. How is it that when the server has no lag, I'm beasting? I'm getting kill streaks. I'm dominant, jumping, getting the drop on people. Oh my god, here comes Chopper Gunner. Having a fun time. Yesterday was so fun. One match. These two guys were chasing me. I slid around the corner, chucked a fucking sticky grenade, and killed them both. It was so fun. And then you get a match where you can't kill anyone. You shoot them 47 times, and 2 bullets register, and then on their kill cam, you never shot them at all. They shot you in the face. It sucks. But am I going to reduce the amount that I'm playing it? Maybe, because I am going to start Immortals Phoenix Rising this week, and when Maneater starts on PS Plus game, then maybe I'll even cut it down a little more. But we'll see. I'm going to keep playing it. I do like it. Okay? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the support so far. Let's take a break. I'm going to use the restroom. When we come back, I'm going to start up with the conclusion of Cyberpunk 2077. Thank God it's going to end today. And I hope to see you after this quick break for the conclusion and see how it all ends. All right? All right. All right, guys. Thank you. I'll be back shortly. Where the fuck is my mouse? There it is.